Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Cryptid Communications. We didn't have one last week.
Communications.
What's the name of the podcast?
Can we start over? Can we start over? Can we restart?
Actually, that was. You have to leave that.
Oh my god. Okay. Cryptid Conversations. Thank you. Cryptid Communications was the original title.
Any of you guys know CPR?
Oh,
I do.
Oh, I do too.
I'm certified. My card's out there.
Okay, anyways, another episode of Cryptid Conversations. We didn't have one last week because it was Thanksgiving break, but, so, you know, happy holidays, if that's what you're about. Anyways, this week we're going to talk about Kelpies. So, you know, I'm your host. We're your hosts. I'm Brenna.
I'm Ted.
I'm Austin.
I'm Kylie.
And I yelled.
Yay, okay, so, oh man, and Mr. Pointet is dying.
It's a good chance I won't make it through the first half of
man.
this episode. Ignore me, please.
So just like in the beginning of every episode, we are going to be talking about cryptids and we are going to be making some jokes and laughing about it, but we do know that a lot of cryptids do have some very heavy like social, historical, and cultural significance. So we're not laughing about that, we're laughing at ourselves, and don't sue us. Anyways, today we're talking about some sticky boys that Austin will not like. These are Kelpies, and I like to think of them as dangerous frog horses.
Rock horses?
Frog horse.
Oh, frog! Oh, okay.
So,
Sorry.
I usually do my research for this just by basically copy and pasting the page on the Cryptids wiki, but the Cryptids wiki on Kelpies had nothing. So I had to go to a couple websites, so I did actual research this time. What's good? What's up? All right. So anyways, the classification for Kelpies is a water horse, or a spirit and a shapeshifter. It is large in size. Its location is in the lochs and rivers of Scotland and Ireland. Its types of movements are swimming, walking, and chasing. And its environment is more turbulent rivers and lochs. So there's a couple different variations of the Kelpie myth, and some of them portray the Kelpie as being dangerous, and some of them are just like tricksters, but we'll get to that in a minute. So its description is a strong and powerful horse, which is white or sky blue in color. It is described as a lost pony. I do not know what that means. Its mane and tail are typically curly and constantly dripping, so that's nice too. And then its skin is smooth, quote, smooth, but cold as death to the touch. Ooh. So that's nice, that's pretty cool.
We might get footage of me crying.
They often, they're said to transform into either, very submissive looking tame horses or beautiful women to trap men in specific.
Wow.
They create illusions to hide in the waters and stuff, and they'll often only come up like this far above the water like alligators, just up to their eyes. This is a Florida show, so...
So, the alligator reference works.
Yeah. It prefers rough rivers over calmer waters, and I found one sighting. There are some theories that the Loch Ness Monster might be a Kelpie, and it may have inspired common reptilian cryptids. And here we go into, some legends say it just scares the victim, while others call it a fearsome predator. So what the Kelpie does really is sometimes it'll try to lure you into the water and then either just like scare you for a minute and let you go, or kill you and eat everything except for the heart or the liver. And then sometimes it has very sticky skin. So it'll, like, if you touch it, you'll be stuck. Like, it's a really strong adhesive, and it'll drag you down into the water. So, that's pretty cool. There's famous sculptures of Kelpies. This is a tourist attraction near the Forth and Clyde Canal in a place called the Helix in Falkirk Council area of Scotland. So I am doing this very disorganized today. My notes are not organized. I did them 5 minutes ago. So the more sinister Kelpie is said to have been in league with the devil and is described as a menacing black beast, which is half horse and half bull. This version of the Kelpie is also said to possess 2 razor-sharp horns protruding from its skull. The Kelpie seduces its prey to mount the horse, and upon doing so, the Kelpie plunges the rider down into the icy depths.
Ooh.
Legends differ on if the Kelpie was carnivorous or just out to cause its victim grief. And then there's the common form of the Kelpie, which is the water horse, is said to lure humans into the water to drown them. The water horse would encourage people to ride on its back, and once its victims fell into the trap, the water horse's skin would become adhesive, and the horse would bear the victim into the river, dragging them to the bottom of the water and devouring them, except the heart or liver. A common Scottish tale is the story of 9 children lured onto a Kelpie's back, while a 10th kept his distance. The Kelpie chased the 10th child, that was in its movements list, but he escaped. Another more gruesome and macabre version of this tale is that the 10th child simply stroked the Kelpie's nose, but when his hand stuck to it, he took a knife from his pocket, and this seems to be an immediate decision, by the way. He took a knife from his pocket and cut his own hand off, cauterizing it with wood from a nearby fire. This is a small child, and this was an immediate decision that he made upon getting stuck to a horse.
I'm stuck to a horse!
Yeah.
So you should do it.
Okay,
You can only make that decision twice.
Yeah. So there's one recorded sighting that I was able to find.
Yeah, that's true.
There's one recorded sighting that I was able to find, and this is a wild tale. Father Alan MacDonald, a priest in I'm sorry if I butchered this, in Southwest? That's how Celtic works, to my memory. Celtic, that is not a language. Celtic languages. Southwest in Scotland recorded an account by one of his parishioners. It was June 1893, and Ewan McMillan was just out looking for a mare and a foal that belonged to him. Walking to a nearby loch, he saw an animal which he assumed to be the mare. As he got closer to it, it appeared to him to be larger than a normal horse. When he was within 20 yards, the beast emitted a hideous, bone-chilling scream that terrified not only Ewan, but also the nearby horses. The horses fled, as did Ewan, not stopping until he was back home. So, these are our spooky boys of the day.
Now, what's this got to do with frogs, though?
Yeah, where's the frog energy?
They're wet and they're always in the water and they're sticky.
That's
stickies.
Mild frog energy.
I thought it had like a frog head. I was waiting for that.
No, they just have some frog vibes.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to and then its back feet are big frog legs.
I mean, it can shapeshift, so...
Shut up.
Our IT guy here is very terrified of frogs, and I have defended him from frogs on many an occasion.
This is why I still keep you around.
I run off the frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've once defended you from a frog. Well, I didn't defend you, but I did after.
From a frog?
Yeah.
Oh!
At the business fair.
Oh my god! So I was at the business fair, and we got there, and we were in line to get, like, checked in, and a frog jumped, like, right onto my leg, and I thought that it was a leaf, and I looked down, and it was a frog, and I screamed, and I flung it!
I saw it jump on there, but I thought it was a leaf also. They kicked it really hard, and it was gone.
I flung
Like,
it.
nowhere to be found. We were in, like, a 5-foot hallway. Like, I don't know where it went.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And do you think that was like a sea thing?
No, I think that was just a frog.
Angry frog.
So anyways, these are our spooky boys. They're sticky, they're mean, or they're not mean.
And I wonder why they leave the heart.
Yeah, what's the significance of the heart
I don't
or
know.
the liver?
I don't know.
Come on, you gotta know this. You're the expert.
I mean, I feel like
You're
that
the
could
20-minute certified
I
expert.
feel like that could be in connection to the myth that the ones that do eat you are like, they're like in cahoots with the devil. So maybe that's it.
Devil
'Cause
doesn't
that's
Oh,
like
the devil
a-
gets
heart.
livers.
He doesn't.
No,
he's
I
not
feel
a
like
devil. Oh,
isn't that
maybe-
like a
Maybe it's for him,
Maybe
like an
they
offering.
save
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
'Cause there's, like-
Save the best part.
yeah.
Alcohol in the liver, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it filters it out.
Yeah.
In
so you
Scotland.
Medical
Yeah.
professional here.
have- right? And then the devil is like, these are like alcohol gummies.
Ew.
Wow, the devil's a jerk.
So what do you guys think of the theory that the Loch Ness monster is a Kelpie.
I think my man Nessie, I'm gonna say right here, man Nessie.
We're gonna have words.
I think he's a dinosaur, something like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna beat you up for misgendering Nessie.
I thought Loch Ness
She's
were
her
much
own
bigger.
being.
Yeah, I thought it was a she.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
thought it was well established.
He, you
Everything
don't know
is
him like I know him.
You know what? Our opinion of
This is
Nessie's
what we'll
gender
debate next
does not
week.
matter.
what?
This is what we'll debate next week. The gender of
What?
Nessie.
Yeah, we'll do Nessie next week.
I
Bet.
think the
Bet.
real decision on what Nessie's gender is, though, is the Phineas and Ferb episode with Nessie. Did they use pronouns?
Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up.
No, this is a Kelpie episode.
And for
Wait,
But Nessie
so-
could be a Kelpie. This is up for discussion.
But I thought Loch Ness was huge.
Yeah,
and
it's supposed to, like, take up
Kelpies
the whole
are just
block.
bigger than horses. That's not.
Yeah.
It's a different
Well,
scale
Kelly-
but
entirely.
Kelpies can also shapeshift.
Yeah, but I would assume there's like
Yeah.
rules to that, you know, like they'd have to obey some form of like mass
Conservation of
size.
mass?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
conservation of mass
Mm.
laws. So they
Or-
could probably arguably get maybe smaller, but maybe not bigger, you know?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like Steven Universe logic, where like they can go bigger or smaller.
Well, we're talking about real life logic.
I know. I'm saying like prior knowledge of space gems.
But
I think we lost Brenna. She's gone.
I can't find any pronouns.
exactly.
Maybe.
They just keep
Nessie
referring to her as
doesn't identify
Lightness.
with a gender. Maybe.
Oh my
She's
god, yeah.
They're just Nessie.
Oh my God. Anyways,
Everyone in the book.
so yeah, these are some sticky boys.
I don't like him. I just think like, especially with the whole like getting stuck to things. Like, imagine, you know, we're done filming this and we all get up, except you can't get up, Brenna. Like you're just, like it comes with you, you know? Imagine just how that alone is like, kind of terrifying, you know?
And this is implied to be such a strong adhesive that just by touching it for a second, you're stuck to it to the point that it can drag you.
Yeah.
And it's also not water soluble.
Well, right, yeah, because it's already wet. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Wow.
Fun.
Unless instead of being wet from water, it's wet from adhesive, so it's not even, you know, like.
Oh, so it's like,
I wonder, you know, we were talking about 3M in class today. I wonder if, like, they could use that for their, you know, image scratch tape and stuff.
Oh my god,
Kelpies.
yeah.
Yeah, Kelpies can, they can have a really powerful
Right.
bond with this.
Although I feel like they wouldn't be able to do that because that wouldn't be vegan. That wouldn't be very. They'd have to kill all these Kelpies.
Well, no, they could just like, you know,
Like shed.
like, yeah, like rub them down,
Like
you know?
they just collect the adhesive,
Yeah.
like wool.
Right.
Yeah.
there are, you said there were sculptures of Kelpies?
Yes,
I want to pull those up.
I'm thinking.
Did you look at them, any of them in your
I didn't look at them very
20
deeply.
minutes of research?
I didn't look at them very deeply.
Oh man, there's just big horse heads.
Well, yeah, it's a horse.
It's big horse heads. I would assume, presumably sticky horse heads.
Oh, look at the size of that horse head. Now that could be the size of Nessie. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's that big. But then again, if you saw something that big coming out of the river, wouldn't you
Well,
start
I mean,
to
this
run?
isn't to scale. This is, you
Oh,
know,
look at the people.
that's like saying
I think
that sculpture of Abraham Lincoln in Washington D.C. is that's
He was-
a
how do you
size
think
of
he won the Civil War?
he stopped.
It was huge.
It's that
yeah.
big.
He crushed with
Exactly.
his giant feet.
Exactly.
They actually didn't even bury him. They just casted him, left him there.
He was covered in cement.
Yeah,
There he
you-
is.
Do you think that if they actually
Break
did that,
that
he would have been
statue,
able
their
to
bones would come
deteriorate?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah,
Preserves
like,
everything.
well on the inside. Well, it depends how. You know,
What if
Probably
it's
very
all
like-
permeable?
They're bringing him back. World War III.
Oh yeah.
In Nightmare, not Nightmare, Night at the Museum, they did. He came to life.
Well, that was the statue that came to life, not
But-
Abe himself that came to life.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
sure
a
he's
little
not in
bit.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the statue of who was the other guy?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Oh, the
He
entire shot
acted-
is also the back here.
He acted just like Teddy.
Okay, so there's one Kelpie.
So
So it doesn't seem there's a lot of conversating to be done about Kelpies.
yeah, I don't.
Our conversating is weak.
Yeah.
I have an opinion on their skin.
Oh well.
It sounds like, you know when you just pour hot, like when you just squeeze out like hot glue and
Oh my
like you touch
God,
it
yeah.
and immediately it sticks to you?
Oh, okay.
I have had many burns from that.
Same.
But,
That
like,
hurts
it kind
too.
of sounds like it, yeah, where like when it's like still wet and it just, you touch it even a little bit and it's all over your hand.
So I think I've seen a movie
Oh,
about
the
a
water
Kelpie.
horse is a movie.
That water horse is not about a Kelpie.
How could that not be a Kelpie? That's pretty horse-like, head-wise.
I guess. I mean, it could arguably be about a Kelpie, I think, but I don't think she was a Kelpie.
I think
she
the
could.
water horse. What's the matter with me? Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's,
it's a good
that's
movie.
a Nessie's
It's a good movie.
Oh, that's all from the movie?
Yeah, you should watch
Oh.
Water Horse. It's really good. It's really wholesome.
I think
It's a
I
fun
think
one to watch with the family.
The water horse is a Kelpie. Simple as that.
Yeah, okay.
The
And
Kelpies?
you cannot.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah,
Oh,
see, look,
wow.
it's like,
Ooh.
Oh,
Ugh,
boy.
I love him. He's beautiful.
Oh, that one's got like a
But these are-
mermaid tail.
They're
Yeah,
pretty.
these are mermaid horses.
I like them.
Yeah, but like, would you want to hang out with one? Is the question. Like,
Maybe
or would
with,
it
like-
kill you?
Really thick gloves on.
Yeah,
It gets stuck, I just slip out.
because I feel
Oh, there
like
you go, yeah. Leave the glove behind.
I'm going off of water horse completely now, because this is the only way we're going to carry conversation for about 15 minutes now. I think, especially, I think the water horse is a Kelpie, okay? And I think that if you, like, Kelpies being so mean and, like, rude is a learned behavior. Like how racism
But
and
they're
stuff
not
is a
mean.
learned behavior.
They're not rude. They
They
just
stick
lure
to
you.
people and pull you underwater and kill you. That's rude.
That is really
But they
inconsiderate.
don't like come up to your house and say the N-word, you know?
Yeah.
You have to come up to them and you have to actively
So,
touch the Kelpie like
do you
that
think
guy
it's
just
a
ran away.
defense
Yeah, but the
thing?
Kelpie
Like,
lures it.
where
The
they're like,
Kelpie lures you over and it's like, hey, touch me, I'm really nice. But it's like, actually, I'm really sticky, I'll kill you. You know, like,
You know what I really don't like about Kelpies? Is there's the one where it lures you into the water and kills you, but I think the scarier one is where it just wants to freak you out.
yeah.
Like the one where it drags you into the water and holds you there for a minute and then lets you go just to spook you? No!
just kill me.
That's like the chaotic evil version of,
Yeah.
it's like Bill Murray or something, and he's like, you just saw me at Walmart. No one will ever believe you that you saw me, right? It's like chaotic evil version of that.
So are we accusing Bill Murray of being a Kelpie?
A really sweet one, yeah.
Oh man.
A really
Because-
talented one.
I mean,
So we're bringing yet another celebrity into
Yeah.
No,
Cryptid
no,
Conversations.
not Bill Murray. Who's the guy who won all the Olympics for swimming and he has like no hair?
Michael Phelps?
Kelpie.
That's why he's so fast. I always wondered why he was so
He's
fast.
so fast, and I have never seen a picture of him dry. And his hair is curly, if my memory serves.
Mm-hmm.
And let me look up a picture of Michael Phelps here.
Yeah.
He definitely has
But-
Kelpie energy.
Well, he probably also has no body hair at all.
Bill
It's
Murray,
swimmer,
like,
but maybe that's because he's
matches
Oh, he shaves it up.
the behaviors
a Kelpie. Or does he
of
not have hair because he's Kelpie?
Oh, okay.
Bill Murray matches the behavior of a Kelpie though. That's the thing.
Oh,
Although sweet.
without the drowning, like
Which is why
Anae's version.
I'm going to
of
bring back a point from earlier. Bill Murray is the water horse from the Water Horse movie Grown Up.
What?
Okay, so I
that
just
makes all the
confirmed
sense in the world.
Michael Phelps does have
So I
wavy
think-
hair.
Okay.
And
so do Kelpies.
I wouldn't
He's a
say it's
Kelpie.
curly, but it's definitely got some like shape to it.
Like a Kelpie.
Okay.
And
He's drawing that picture.
no. What
And
is that?
he's very sticky, isn't he? He likes to scare
Do
people.
you know?
He's very wet. He's very wet. He swims really good. He does have a horse-like face. Michael Phelps is a Kelpie.
Is a Kelpie. There, established. It's
Alright.
fact.
That's my theory.
Yeah.
That's my theory for the day.
No, I don't think it's a theory. It's just true. That's all.
So we've accused 2 celebrities, 1 episode that they are cryptids.
Yeah. This is our
Yeah,
fourth celebrity
We've
accusation.
hit a high water mark in this episode. Yeah.
Paul McCartney, Chris Wrestler Man, forgot the name, Michael Phelps, Bill Murray, and
Oh wait. Who's the wrestler man now?
Hunter accused him of being
a Wendigo.
a Wendigo, yeah.
No, but Chris who?
He was a wrestler. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
can't remember
Yeah.
the rest of the name.
Wrestler Chris.
Wrestler Chris.
Sorry.
There's so many Chris's.
Jericho.
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
the one.
Chris Jericho, sure.
Yeah.
That guy.
But Michael Phelps is a Kelpie, and I'm sticking with this. It makes so much sense.
It does. It makes all the sense in the world. Now I wonder if Kelpies can like de-gluify.
That's what I was about to say.
That's a real word, by the way.
It's this water horse
It is
who
now.
is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to spend like 10 minutes explaining this to you guys while you guys talk over me.
We know what water horse is. We've all seen
But-
water horse.
Okay, I
I just saw the
think
picture.
You're gonna see
that
water
how
horse. What do you think we're doing
sneaky
for New
is,
Year's?
yeah.
We're watching water
Yeah.
horse.
I think this whole staking thing
Yeah.
is like an ability that they have, and the water horse is like, I'm a really sweet guy. I'm gonna grow up to be Bill Murray. You know, I'm gonna turn on and off that.
Oh, he is a
station.
shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Okay. So that
Yeah.
explains the Bill
So I
Murray
think the
thing.
water horse
Now, do
grew up-
you think he's like Aquaman, where he has to get back in the water every so often, or else, you know, like Bill Murray, if he goes too long without
Has
getting
Bill Murray
wet?
done any
It
movies
sounds to
with
me
water
almost
in them?
like water horses are bound to water. Nothing I found said they can come out, but nothing also said they couldn't come out.
Well, that's the shape-shifting.
And I mean, like,
Yeah.
one of their emotions is chase. So I
Yeah.
assume that they probably like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, a lake is only so big.
Yeah.
So like if a kid
Maybe
runs
they
out,
have to
they
go
really
back.
Yeah,
gotta
if you
hit.
run parallel to the shore, you're just dumb and deserve to be dragged in.
Yeah.
Or like, maybe it's like
Hey, creepy
maybe it's
horse.
like okay, so there's an anime that I really like called Madoka Magica, and in this thing they have they're the main characters. They have these gems that have their souls in them, and they hold them and they have them. And if you like get too far from it, there's a quote called "Don't throw your soul," because if you throw it and you get too far away from it, you kind of like. So maybe it's like that. Maybe it's like that, where if a Kelpie can get out of the water, but if it gets too far away, it's kind of like, oh my god, I'm a Kelpie, you know?
Okay, and then that's where streams come in handy that feed
Yeah.
into the little
Yeah, it
box.
said it prefers
Yeah.
rough water too.
It took you 10 episodes to go without mentioning Madoka Magica. That's the longest I've even ever
With anything.
saying it, you know?
So about the Kelpie like sticking and on-sticking, I think it probably has to do with what like story it is, because there was the one where like it's scary and it'll just drag you underwater and then let you go. And also, how does it eat you if you're stuck to it? You know, that's got to be kind of uncomfortable. You know?
I was wondering
Are we gonna,
about that.
Well, maybe
You
it's
know?
strong enough that it can pull you off the sticky.
It also is a shapeshifter, so maybe it could just like.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like it absorbs
Oh,
you
yeah.
and just, like shoots out your liver.
Yeah, or it just like, I was saying it like noodled itself to get you in a more comfortable position.
That will work too.
Wow.
I was
Even
thinking it
more
like
hurts.
wraps
Just the
your body
mouth,
around.
just
Just the mouth and the eyes. It's like when a game glitches in the face, like.
Oh man.
So here's a question for you. We do know that one of Kelpie's emotions, like Kylie reminded me of, is chase. How fast do you think a Kelpie is?
Because they're horses. And
faster
horses are
than
fast.
at least 10 small children. So,
That's one small children in chase.
yeah, but...
The other ones came to it by will.
Okay. So how fast do you think JJ runs? JJ is Kylie's little brother, by the way.
He's like 8 or
Oh,
something.
He's 6.
He's 6.
I don't know. Like he's.
Do you think he can outrun me?
I don't know. He's kind of slow.
Okay. Do you think he's on the slow end of little boys?
No, I
And
just
running?
don't think he runs that fast. Like he runs like a normal speed for a kid. Like I don't know.
He runs an average 6-year-old
Average,
boy's speed.
Yeah, okay.
He's average size.
I think
so-
Kelpies definitely run at about Austin's speed or faster.
So that's...
Are you fast at
I
running?
have a speed.
I've never seen you run.
Austin's speed is kind of fast, but then he has to stand there and like for like an hour.
Yeah, I can do... I'm trying to do quick maths.
You can sprint.
I can sprint for a little bit. I was trying to take my 5K time and divide that to miles per hour.
What was your 5K time?
40 minute?
Let's just Google it.
Yeah.
Okay, calculator. And that was 5 miles?
So I bet a
Five.
Kelpie could run.
Kilometers. It's bigger than mine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
about 6 miles per hour? I know that says 8, but if we're thinking kilometers, I'm doing this in my head, so 6?
Yeah, I bet a Kelpie could run 8 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So like I think I have a different theory on Kelpie running. I think that like you know how fast horses go? Like, they're really fast, right?
Mhm.
But like,
Definitely faster than 80 miles per hour.
similar to Kelpies such as Michael Phelps.
How fast can he swim? That's what we should just look up.
That too. But I'm thinking swimmers remove all their body hair because it makes them like slick and they move faster. Kelpies are all like smooth and stuff, so they can probably like go faster than a regular horse because there's no hair holding them back. So I think they can really go.
Michael Phelps swims at about 6 miles per hour according to ESPN.
Wow, the same speed as you're running.
Yeah.
He can run as fast as Michael Phelps can
If you ran
swim.
next to him, he might win.
Yeah, but I run for about like 10 seconds and then
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Michael would.
Maybe
And he can really only, go 50 meters and then you'd have to stop because
But
that'd
he
be the end
turns
of the
around
pool.
sometimes.
Well, no, but I mean, like if you're going a distance,
No, he's got a
can
long
only
pool. In this hypothetical.
Oh,
situation,
somebody made a pool. Okay, they
Oh,
can do that. Yeah, they can totally do that.
Cool.
So,
Okay, you're
is there any other points to bring up? This is kind of a short episode, I think.
Yeah.
Kelpies. Well, okay, so here's one. What if you found a friendly one that
Like Bill
like Bill Murray, and you went to one of those, bronco busting things where you try to stay on the horse for 8 seconds, and because it's so sticky, it can really hook you up.
Oh my god,
And you can
yeah.
totally win.
You could win millions with that.
You could.
Oh my
You
god,
could
where
win
can I buy my
every
Kelpie?
single competition. Yeah. exactly.
Why?
I think-
Well, I don't think you can
Yeah,
buy them
Kelpie.
because I don't
Where can I
think they're
adopt a
for
Kelpie?
sale.
Where can
Yeah.
you become friends with?
There, thank you,
They're
Austin. Yeah,
OPs.
you're
Where can I adopt a Kelpie?
That was a
Kelpies
little
are not.
little
That'd be like a
Obvious
dog.
racist against
They're friends, not
Kelpies.
pets.
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm looking at the sighting here
Yeah.
again.
Friends or enemies if they drown you.
True.
I'm looking at the sighting here again, and it starts with the first sentence is Father Alan MacDonald, a priest in southwest Scotland, recorded. So does that mean this dude went to confession and because Scotland is heavily Catholic, right? Does that mean he went to confession and confessed that he was chased by a Kelpie?
Do you think he taught it as a sermon?
Oh my
'Cause he's
god.
a preacher.
Oh my god.
And
Wait,
they're,
what is it?
they're in league with the devil.
Oh
my god, what if,
But
like-
they're more like
The
Presbyterian
statements-
anyway. They're not very Catholic.
What if like
I don't know if that matters.
one, maybe churches are the ultimate safe haven from
Okay.
Kelpies.
Oh.
Wait. And the dude who it actually happened to was a parishioner, which is one who belongs or attends a particular church, which means that he went to church and told Father MacDonald. Dude, he totally
Wait,
confessed that
he
he saw a
broke
Kelpie.
confession?
Ooh.
Father MacDonald, like,
Father
is totally
Father
giving
MacDonald!
Well, he's dead now, but I have to wonder what happened to his everlasting soul if he's
Oh my god.
breaking confession. What a
Father MacDonald, you dirty duck.
Father McDonald's. Father McDonald, good for me. Yeah,
Well, I think
not a man of impeccable character.
can you break confession under like
I think maybe,
certain circumstances?
yeah, I think
feel
maybe
like
they
this would
do
be
have
one
to
of them.
report stuff.
Oh, like if you're
Like,
gonna
if I
commit a
was my
crime
priest
and
and I
you
was like-
confess it ahead
Yeah.
of time.
Like, I
They
watched
can.
a documentary yesterday about, like, kids who, like, kill other kids. And the first episode was,
Okay.
like,
It's
a
not
cult
disturbing.
once. And it was
Don't
interesting.
pollute your brain with that.
My sister had watched it. It was in on Netflix, and I was interested. But it was like this kid, and him and his two friends had killed another kid, and he like felt really guilty after it,
Good.
and he confessed it to his preacher,
Mhm.
and his preacher was the one who reported him.
My phone's
Like his preacher forgave him in the box, but then forgave him later. Which I don't know if preacher is the right word. I don't go to church,
Yeah.
but like the dude
well,
reported him. So do you think that maybe this happened too? Like he reported to the police and he was like, "This dude saw a Kelpie."
Right.
I don't know, just like I was under the impression that they can never break confession.
I thought it was
even
like
if
how-
it's like
like
someone's like, I killed someone. You can't like
What they do.
I was under the
I know.
understanding that like
I think Austin is going to be our church expert here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought that it worked like how, say I go to like my therapist and I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself and then everybody, right? They kind of have to be
In
like,
that order? See, because that right there
Yeah.
is problematic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill everyone and then myself, right?
Right.
Wouldn't that like,
They're obligated to.
they're
report.
like legally
Yeah.
obligated
Yeah.
to like,
Yeah.
Well, that's also a therapist, not a religious person.
the religious therapist is just like a preacher is just a therapist who instead of going to like school to get certified, they just talked to the big guy upstairs and got certified, you know?
Oh.
It's
What
the
do
same
you think,
profession.
Mr. Koine? You're also our church dude.
I'm totally the church dude. Yeah, I'm very religious.
We have two church
and
dudes,
knowledgeable.
and here they are.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. think it would work the same way as psychologists, but maybe not, because confession is a couple thousand years old, and psychologists only like 100 years old.
Does your church involve confession?
No.
Okay.
No.
What?
I've seen that in movies, a lot of movies though.
We need to bring in a Catholic.
Jane grew up Catholic, my wife. So let's see,
Oh, man.
what would
Can
she
you
say?
ask
I'm
her?
gonna,
Can
I'm
you,
gonna
like-
channel her.
Can you call her up and ask her real quick?
I'll bet she doesn't know. I'll bet you anything she doesn't know. I'll try to. Oh, she won't pick up the phone.
Can you text her and
But
ask her?
She's working. She won't tell. I'll text her, but I don't know if she'll answer.
Well, we might have to update on this
She
next
won't
week.
know. I guarantee you.
I could just like
She's not gonna know.
throw in what she said.
What?
I had the email a month ago.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, whoever did the last presentation, they're now at an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Can confession
Can
be
your
used
wife
as evidence?
guest on our podcast one day?
Oh yeah, but the only thing is that she works.
Quit her job.
She's actually really. She works right downstairs. She's very responsible.
Well, it says a confession.
Uh,
It says a confession made to a magistrate can be used as legal evidence.
Well, to a magistrate though, it's not a religious person. That's a government person. Can
Religious.
priest?
Here we go. Under Roman Catholic law, it is forbidden for a priest to disclose information under any circumstances
There you
obtained in the
go.
form of religious confession.
Okay.
Father McDonald!
Oh no. I mean that makes
Can
sense.
a priest
If a-
darken you from confession?
If
No.
a priest breaks what's called the sacred seal of confession, he will be subject to excommunication from the church.
Wow, that's some
Father
serious
McDonald.
punishment.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
are you good, Father McDonald?
Well.
Father McDonald is in hell.
Oh no!
Oh, Father McDonald. That's too bad, huh?
I could never.
All for telling people about a Kelpie
But you know what must suck to Father McDonald?
Wow.
Kelpies are like in cahoots with
burning in
Satan, right?
hellfire.
That
That
yeah,
would suck.
I already
Yeah, that would
the
suck.
worst.
That would be the
Who's
worst.
reporting that?
Yeah,
And then,
but Kelpies are in relation to Satan. So if he gets down there and they're like, so heard you ratted on us.
Yeah, right.
He's getting the worst punishment.
Yeah, they're like, here, hop
we don't like
on.
Kelpies.
Hop on, we're gonna drown you
Oh my
again
God,
and
imagine
again.
being
for
stuck to a
sure.
Kelpie for eternity.
Yeah, that would not be.
Here we go. Can a priest tell the police a confession? No. The very most a priest may do is require the penitent to surrender to authorities
Yeah.
and may withhold absolution if the
Well,
That's
sure.
not
So
right.
if
I'm
the
not gonna
penitent's
be
like,
telling yourself.
I'm not going to jail, so see ya, Father.
oh man.
Hasta la vista, Padre.
But that just said that they can
Yeah.
threaten you with like absolution. Doesn't that mean you can't come
No,
to church anymore?
absolution is good. So lack of absolution is like,
Yeah, so
I,
they
you
threaten
don't
you
get
with
forgiven.
like, yeah.
Oh.
So basically they're like, if you don't turn yourself in, you're going to hell.
Yeah,
Oh.
basically. And then,
And most likely none of your family will ever speak to you.
Father McDonald. What did you do?
you know what?
It just
Religious
it
leaders
really
have done
do
worse.
be like
I
that.
feel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe that's why there's no sightings. Because I feel like in the time period when sightings were being done and where they were coming from, they were probably coming out a lot in confession.
Yeah, it's just like a
So do you think
religious
that-
area.
Do you think the Kelpies are? Well, I have two questions about it. Okay, two questions completely unrelated. First of all,
Okay.
is the Lorenzo Mustang really a Kelpie? It's got a kind of flowing,
not
wavy.
bad.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
you're wearing Kelpie.
I'm wearing Kelpie merch!
So that's one thing,
Oh my gosh!
but it's pretty cool. So if our Mustang were a Kelpie, I think I'd like Kelpies.
Wait,
Yeah.
doesn't Mr. Nicosia dress up as the Mustang?
Is he a
Is he a
Kelpie? Is he
Kelpie?
sticky?
Oh my
Has
god!
anyone ever touched him?
I've never touched
I have
him.
never
Okay,
touched it.
I don't know
Nobody
either.
really wants
He doesn't like do like stuff really.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't try to like drown anyone though, which is nice.
That we know of.
it. Maybe he's
Well.
I'm not gonna call him a nice man, but
I think
maybe he's a
pretty
nice Kelpie, you know?
Yeah.
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 I mean like
I've never, well, he gets sweaty really often.
Now we're just being mean.
He's athletic and we live in Florida. Let's put this in context.
he works out all the time.
I mean, I was gonna try to like make a like point for him and be like, I've never seen him be like even damp, but he's usually sweaty.
So, huh. Yeah, I don't know if he's a Kelpie when his uniform is not on though.
Maybe it's like
Shape-shifting though, like maybe he's just always a Kelpie. Maybe he
That's
grew
why his
up
beard is
in a
always
Kelpie
square.
family, like part Kelpie, part, human,
it's like
whatever.
a cryptid sauna.
Oh my god!
Like a cryptid.
A cryptid furry! Oh my god!
We're not doing that.
Oh, Mr. Nicosia. Oh
No,
no.
all right, let's get off of poor
Yeah.
Mr. Nicosia. He's a good guy. He's not a cryptid.
Against being a
All right, now, but back to the.
What was your other question?
I forgot because I got so distracted by
Oh.
the
And it's
symbol.
Okay, well I had one.
Okay.
Well, you remember yours.
Yeah.
Do you think they're as common today as they were then? Like, do you think maybe this was like a period of like 20 years where
I
people were
feel
just
like if it was, I feel like if it was as common today as it were then, we would kind of know.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my thing. Do you think they're extinct or something? Like, why aren't they around
I
now?
think Loch Ness may be the last one.
What do you think is the explanation? What do you think they are? Like, aliens, something like I get that they're water horses, but what do you think their origin is?
Oh, I think they're probably earthly in origin. They're either earthly or like divine of some sort. And I mean divine with no connotation.
Divine, like, in cahoots with the devil.
Yeah.
What if they're demons?
Anti-divine or something.
They are described as spirits in their cryptid type.
Huh.
What if like when bad horses die?
When bad horses die, they become sticky.
Being a Kelpie is horse hell.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why they're so rude.
Because they're upset.
Yeah, well, because they were bad horses.
Because they're so sticky.
Maybe
Oh.
I'd
it's
be
something
upset
to
if
like
I
the
was
glue
all
factory. Yeah.
Oh.
Now that explains why they're so mean.
And why they're so sticky.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
You guys want to go about
Oh yeah. Are
Okay,
you
the
ready to
scoring?
do the ratings? Did you
I'm
come up with
ready
a
to
question
rate.
or are you ready for ratings?
I'm ready for reading.
Okay, Kylie, do you have any questions or are you ready for ratings?
I think I'm good. I don't know what ratings is.
Okay, we need to explain.
Yeah.
Kylie doesn't know of our rating system.
This is why we always need guests.
Yeah, because it's more fun when we get to explain our rating system.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so the way we rate these cryptids is based on a scale of whether or not you would go on a date with them, or in Mr. Cornet's case, a platonic date with them.
So
So
hang out for a while.
I guess I'll start it off. I would not go on a date with any of them. And I would give it probably 3 out of 10. They look kind of cool. They have a cool aesthetic, but
Okay.
I don't want to touch
frog energy.
them. Yeah, too much frog energy.
That's awesome.
Big frog energy.
What do you think? What do you think?
I totally would. Yeah.
Yeah?
Give me like at
What?
least a 9. I think they
Nice.
sound cool. Yeah, you go for a ride, you don't fall off. You may drown, but then again, you may just get wet, and then it lets you go. You know,
Yeah.
if it tries to eat me, I will. My grade will change. I'll
Bro,
give
this
them
is
a
our
thumbs down.
this is our Kelpie defendant here.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think they're cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mr. Pointy's gonna get really into Kelpies really fast. What do you think, Kylie?
I agree. I would definitely go on like maybe like a platonic date with them. You know?
Since they're animals.
Yeah, I just think they look really cool and like he said, like you don't fall off. Like have you ever fallen off a horse? It's not fun.
Oh,
So out of 10?
So 8.
Okay.
They look cool. They're sticky. High quality people. Horses.
I would definitely take a Kelpie out. I would definitely like. I just want to know more.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like
Yes.
I would see its profile online and be like, okay, I want to talk to you. You know, I want to find out what your deal is. You know, but it would be a very like, you know, like you'd have to stay far away. Like I don't want to be stuck to you. You know,
Yeah.
but I'm not trying to be tied down.
Or glued down.
I'm a free spirit. Where would you take a Kelpie? I can't think of where you would take a Kelpie. Oh, we have to go to Texas Tony's.
Texas
Why?
Tony's.
Meat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Have you ever been to Texas Tony's? It's so good. Texas Tony's, plug us.
Meat, take it to the beef straw. A
Nah,
lot of meat.
nah. There's a lot of dairy going on a beef strap.
There's sandwiches.
Yeah, but there's a lot of cheese.
Depending on what you get.
Oh, I guess.
Cheese.
Yeah.
That's just the color.
No,
A lot of dairy in my meat.
No, I want to take him to. I want to take him. I want to take him to Texas Tony so we can get some ribs and some corn. What do you think, Kylie? Where would you take a Kelpie?
Ooh. I mean, like, beach date would be fun.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that would be
Oh,
spicy.
yeah.
See a Kelpie in his like swimsuit.
Yo.
Ooh.
The only issue though is like,
Yeehaw.
if I was on a date with a Kelpie, I would probably try to wear like a lot of like loose clothing, so if it gets stuck, right, I can just warm out of it.
Ooh, there you go.
I just
Very
wear like
clever.
some big sweatpants, and then like if I'm riding the Kelpie, like we're going on an adventure or something, and then like I get
Oh,
stuck.
you have like a Wiggins pass.
Yeah, like ooh. And then I can just kind of like remove my pants and I'm good.
Now, do they do salt water though?
I would assume
It
so.
said
Well, I
they were
don't know.
in.
A lot of creatures
Are
can't do
locks?
both.
It said they were in steams and locks.
Right, which
Springs
is
and
fresh
locks.
water.
So yeah,
Fresh.
fresh water.
I could probably
So,
maybe do a little bracket.
Bracket.
Maybe go to
Yeah.
sun and fun.
Yeah.
Sun and Fun would be awesome, and then also
Yeah.
you could find out about the race against Michael Phelps because you could swim he could swim all around Sun and Fun.
Oh my god,
True.
yeah.
And that- the lazy
and they
river.
have the lap pools. We
Oh
can
my
time
God.
him.
Yeah, the lazy river though, you could just like you'd never have to turn around. You just keep swimming.
True.
So I think,
It'd
in
be hard for a horse to
conclusion,
turn around.
I give Kelpies an 8.5 out of 10 for being interesting but being very, very sticky. And Michael Phelps is, without a doubt, a Kelpie.
Hmm.
Don't sue us.
Yeah, that's
Please.
established. No, you can't sue us because it's not slander, it's true.
So, yeah.
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 Yeah. Uh-huh. Right, Kylie?
Yep.